Hello, it is I, Steel Cat, and welcome back to another stream of Minecraft Indev Plus, the greatest mod for Indev that ever there was. Notice that it has a splash text that says snake, snake, snake. Anywho. Hello, welcome. It is I, Steel Cat, being weird. Okay, so turning the music down just a little bit, just a little bit more, a little bit down. Welcome to the stream, my dudes. I'm gonna let's see, get things situated here. Good morning, Method. The coffee machine was broken. Sad. Good morning, dude. I can actually do a really good morning Vietnam or good morning fill in the blank yell, but obviously I'm not going to do it because my neighbors will hear it. So, so yeah, I've got a window open behind me, by the way. Anyhow. Alrighty. You have coffee? I have ginger tea this morning with honey in it. Ginger tea this morning. Yeah, if your coffee machine is broken, I recommend just boil some hot water. Get a tea bag if you got any. You know, put a little honey in it. Good to go. Good morning, America. We have a new war ongoing. Have we finally invaded Iran yet? Have we invaded Iran yet? I shouldn't even be saying this, you know. Probably going to get demonetized. As you all know, I'm rolling in dough. So yeah. Anywho. Welcome, Steve Red Watson. Welcome to the stream. You made it just in time. Yes, it just happened. This morning, we finally made our move. Okay. Well, all I got to say is, long live the king. That's all that goes. So, I give a quick shout out to my friend Pikachu. He's the real runner in these streams, and he really runs these streams, you know. Admitting Iran? Yes, it's 2004. Wake up, bro. It's 2004. Getting a healthy snack. Grapes, nice. And also a shout out to the top left corner of dudes. I still haven't looked into the setting to see like how to make it show my settings. Okay, I'm gonna go into the settings of OBS right now. I'm gonna click on the settings wheel. Nothing's happening. Properties. Being annoying. I have to go to over here, right? I have to go to properties. Something. Oh my gosh, I don't know how. I don't know how to make it show my Wake Up Pro 911 just. That nickname for him is Donnie T. I prefer the Trump man, but I can see why. Yeah. Yeah, I have opinions too, but I'm trying not to talk about politics all day. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to make OBS show the mouse. But anywho, top left corner. My dudes, thank you. My dudes, I salute you. Thank you. And we're just gonna get started. Let's see here. Let me put the chat where it goes. Or wait. Move this out of the way. Then put the chat where it goes. And that's it. Guys, I'm in the files. I have to come clean. My name is mentioned thousands of times. Method exposed. That's politics. Let's talk about Woody Allen. I don't want to think about Woody Allen. Yeah? They're making Toy Story freaking 5, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it last week. No, I mentioned it in a VC. We were talking about it. Toy Story freaking 5, dude. And it's about a stinking... Let's just get into Norway here. Toy Story 5 is about a stupid freaking... Oh, look where we are. It's beautiful. It's winter. Okay. Actually looks really nice over here. Anywho, I'm going to cut this. My first goal in this stream... Oh, by the way, hello guys, hello. In case you don't know my face, here it is. Okay, anywho. My first goal in this stream is to make more snowmen, because there's not enough snowmen. There's not enough snow yet. It still looks like a half-melted This looks like a half-melted place. We need more snowmen to make this place snow. I thought about going into the files and seeing if I could just toggle the weather on in this world. I don't even know if it would work. It might be hard-coded not to work. Method would know. I thought about it, but oh, there's one of my snowmen, by the way. Hi, Mr. Snowman. Hello. Hello, buddy. Hey, bud. Classic Plus is in the files. Yeah, it totally is. I got this is so sad. No more Alpha Recrafted, but Beta Recrafted will happen in July. Oh, don't worry. I still play Alpha Recrafted. And I'm probably going to attempt to update that world to Beta Recrafted when the time comes. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Can't wait for Releasified, which might not happen. It's hard-coded not to work. Okay, okay, fair enough. So let me just grab some snow. I'm gonna make more snowmen. We need more snow in this place, man. And that's yeah, let's just get like whole snow here. And I'm gonna go to a different world, probably the inland world that I have. Just harvest all the pumpkins from there. Grab any pumpkins I have stored. I haven't really been farming them all that much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. There's a spider somewhere underneath me. Boom. 16 snow blocks. Nice. Alright. Let's make another pumpkin. Or another snowman, I mean. Boom. 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 Beautiful. Alright. Keep up the good work, guys. Alright. Where is the world portal here? Says I would be down for Releasified. You actually made the end not terrible. Yeah. Yeah, the end is kind of lame. Even in even post 1. What was it? 1.11 when they updated the end. I mean, it's a little better, but it could still use some work for real. It needs its treatment on par with what they did for the Nether back in 1.16. All right, where's my portal again? I thought I just saw it a moment ago. There it is. I kind of wish it was 2027 already just to have Releasified. I will be burnt out, but then I want to focus on Infdev Plus. Just play Infdev Plus, that's Adventure Update, but actually good. Yeah, that's true. Whoa. I've been watching some Infdev Plus vids showing them all. Free labor. End update, it will. If there's ever an end update, it will be cute. Yeah, that's probably true, unfortunately. Okay, some jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, I need to go harvest some pumpkins somewhere. What am I don't have a pickaxe right now, apparently. Okay, whatever. The dirt mine, let's go. Alrighty. No, pumpkins, what do you know? Well, this was easy. I forgot that I just left these here. Okay, cool. I've got enough pumpkins now. I could use one more pumpkin, but I don't want to look for it in the dark right now, so... I guess this place will just never be snowy. Oh well. Too bad. Such is life. Alright, let's go. I have no faith in an end update with Lady Agnes at the helm. Not the Netherlands. Paradise. Here it is. Alrighty. Let's put more of these dudes. Clearly this corner of the map is very dry. Your English is failing you? Ah, your English is good enough. Yeah, and Jeb is just cashing a paycheck at this point. There he goes. Put a bunch more snowmen in this place. Chip doesn't even know the state of the game anymore. What's going on? No one, no, he doesn't know. Boom. Yeah, I hadn't heard the latest with the situation in the Middle East. That's interesting to hear. Stuff that's happening over there. I'm always like a couple weeks behind on the news most of the time, to be honest. They add those because of hightail. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm like trying to reach chat at the same time as I'm running around placing these things. I'm gonna need more snow. That's okay. There's plenty to go around at this point. Alright, let's go grab some more snow from one of these dudes. That guy just instantly fell into a hole and died. What the heck? Did he seriously just do that? No, he just got stuck in a cave like instantaneously. Instantly got stuck in a cave. Let's just like cover this up real quick so that it doesn't happen again. In this particular spot, anyway. Okay. I need more snow. Oh, that's funny. He lasted like not even 2 seconds. He probably was just completely out of the game. Alrighty. Boom. Hold on, a few more snow blocks. Snowballs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Until I have a little extra snow left over. That's fine. No big deal. Didn't even need 16 really, but you know, it's whatever. Boom. There we go. Another one of those guys. Hold on. Now I'm gonna try to re-chat here. Portugal, based Portugal. Alumeria has vertical slabs as well. Steve is gonna kidnap Method and make him force him to make mods. Okay. Method says he lasted not even 2 seconds. That's what my GF said last. Are you going to do anything to the terrain in Beta Reshafted? Method says... I still have an obligation. What's my obligation? By the way, Method, if I attempt to, obviously I'll make a safe copy of my Alpha Recrafted world before I attempt this. But based on what your thoughts are now, do you think if I attempt to take my Alpha Recrafted world and update it into Beta Recrafted, do you think how broken do you think the world will become? How much will it break the world, do you think? I think a lot of things will probably translate just fine, but, you know, things like colored wool might not translate exactly. I don't know. Classic Reshaft. No. Classic Reshaft. Just what we need. classic, the true classic plus redo. Well, if you don't place any custom blocks, it will be fine. Okay. Yeah, I only have like 1 or 2 custom blocks in the world that are like truly custom. Like I have the lamps and stuff. Ooh, look, more pumpkins. Perfect. That's what I need because I need to make even more snowmen. If you read the description, that's what it says right here. That this is what we're starting the stream with, guys. We are gonna make an army of freaking snowmen. This place will become a winter wonderland. Okay. I am determined to make this a winter wonderland before this stream ends, because next stream I'm changing everything over to spring. So, although I might actually stream Alpha Recrafted next week. I'm thinking of doing Alpha Recrafted once a month for the next 3 months, and then doing Indev Plus the rest of the time. That's my thought process. I don't know if there's any point in doing this, but hey. Wow, just look at it. The endless green nothingness. Colored wool should be fine. Okay. Yeah, it's just an idea I have to like halfway through the year about I'll be able to update that world and do things I couldn't do before in theory. I have been enjoying that though. Alpha Recrafted is just it's a good way to play Alpha. Honestly, it's better than NSSS at this point. NSSS kind of mid, not gonna lie. Actually, NSSS used to be mid, and now it's just kind of bad, honestly. Pretty classic recent. Stone bricks in Maya. Crafted Than Infdev plus after the Queen of Betacraft. Liminal vibe. Yes, the liminal vibes of the green. Wholesome chunk. Okay, I need more snow. I could just grab some of this, but I'd be desecrating nature, I guess. So I'm not going to do that. Now there's a height build extension at Alpha Recrafted. Yes. Only thing that's lacking is multiplayer. NSSS kind of bad these days. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately. I think my Minecraft music is on. No, it's not. Okay. For a second, I thought it was. Can't wait for Shield to make a giant cobblestone pyramid. Yeah, that'll be quote unquote fun, for sure. Just look at all this stuff that doesn't have any snow on it. It's infuriating. Oops, I accidentally did that. Okay. There must be snow everywhere. No hate on Piper though. NSSS inspired me. Yeah. NSSS used to be, you know, it used to be good. You know, it was good in like 2020. You know, 2021, 2022. It was good way back when, back in the day. You know, back in the day, NSSS was kind of goated. But things have changed, you know. Alright, let's go up here. Place more snowmen. Like I made 3 whole mobs in the end. Yeah. Make sure you build the pyramid from the top down. It's easier that way. Okay, I'll think about it. Are you sure? Yeah, because you don't have to do as much counting. That's right. You have to go all the way to world height with like a tower And just go down from there. This world is huge. Like, I can keep placing snowmen all day. This world is huge. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the very top of the mountain, start placing snowmen. Why is my... Oh, because they put snow there, so I can't place a block anymore. Thanks, guys. You did your job a little too well. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, let's go, like, over here now. And Triple S is just outdated, yeah. Well, and 1.11 was, you know, it was decent. And 1.12 kind of ruined things for me. Remember when NSSMP was gonna be the next big thing? Yeah, dude, we were gonna rocket to the freaking moon with that, dude. We were gonna be like a sensation. Okay. I placed more snowmen. I need more snowmen. I need more pumpkins. Where am I going to get more pumpkins? It's nighttime in the inland world, so that makes it difficult. Can I throw this? Yes, I can. Based. I like Alpha Recrafted. Alpha Advanced, never heard of that. All quality of life things, copper, world types, autumn world type. Nice. Alpha Advanced, that makes me curious. Copper for booster rails, that makes sense. Alright. Keep doing your work, snowman. I'm gonna go find more pumpkins. I need more pumpkins. Where can I get more pumpkins? The dirt mine. It's like dark in the dirt mine right now. Lost Woods put on fire. I don't want to go there. Michigan wouldn't help me at all. Swamp? I haven't been to the swamp in a while. Copper is used for the lamp in NSSS. That's true. Yeah. Okay, bad weather. Is it sunrise or sunset? If it's sunset, I'm kind of screwed. The moon is coming up. That's bad. It is sunset in the swamp. This is unfortunate. I can grab like a handful of pumpkins real quick. Then I have to leave. I'll be lost in this place forever. I should do something here in like the spring. I don't know what though. I don't know what I would do in the swamp. I mean, other than going fishing, I suppose. I have to admit though, the swamp with this fog looks pretty cool. Anyway, I'm out of here. So keep in mind when you change season, it will melt all the snow. I know it will. I know it will. I know. I just want, I want there to be. Yeah, the fog does look cool in the swamp. Yeah, time for a new update to make the swamp have fog during all seasons. Anywho, that won't help me. Seriously, dirt mine is all I have. Yeah, the Indev plus liminal vibes are great. Yeah. Much liminal, varied vibes. Okay. I have no idea what time it is. I have no way to tell what time it is in here. Out here. Don't I have a clock? Have I just not bothered to make one? I just went over a Indev cliff, just like that. mean, I could harvest my pumpkin farm. When yeah, go into plus vibes video. It 128 vibes are peak. The vibes. That's all we have is vibes. Diaco making an Infdev plus video. It couldn't be true. Just no way. Alright, let's see here. I've only got a handful of pumpkins in here, and I just haven't been bothering to farm them properly. Ugh. I need more pumpkins. This is not good. Yeah, Indev Plus is really fun. Yeah, it's a really fun time. I'm playing it right now. Alright, I have 7 more pumpkins. I guess we'll head in here, and then I don't know what I'm going to do at that point, because I don't have any more pumpkins after that. I should have thought about this sooner. I'm kind of a little bit late to the game here, trying to make this happen. I mean, there are a lot of dudes now, but they can only do so much. By the way, Steel, I won't be able to watch your stream on the week of March. You'll be in Portugal. Okay, no worries. No worries, have fun in Portugal. Okay, good. Make another bunch of snow blocks. And go place a few more of these dudes. Let's place one here. We love Portugal. Yes. Based Portugal. I just realized these treetops will never have snow on them. So sad. Well, this one will. This one will have snow on it. Aha. Okay. Yay. Bum ba dum bum ba dum. Steals into plus streams are chill, and combined with plus streams are straight chaos. Yeah, you were like dying constantly. Well, the yours were a bit more. You were like trying to complete all the stuff. Mine have had those moments, like, especially my first round of streams. I had those moments when I was trying to complete challenges and stuff. Got completely wrecked. Okay, I have placed all the snowmen I am capable of placing right now. Wait, is that more pumpkins? Aha. More pumpkins equals more snowmen equals more snow. And this will be a winter wonderland. Right now, it still does not look wintry. It looks like spring. It looks like the same as it's gonna look in the very next stream when all the snow melts. You've 100%ed your own mod twice now. Very nice. Yes, visit us method. Best country, USA. We have hot dogs. Does your country have hot dogs? How about baseball? Does your country have baseball? Okay, that was 2 more snowmen. Now what? Once before the portals are before the best thing to ever happen this mod. Maybe you should get rid of the trumpet. We have obesity. Yes, we have obesity based. Is my tea about done? Mm-hmm. It's cold now. Baseball here is considered a girl's sport. Well, that's dumb. We have that in America. We call it softball. It's kind of like baseball for girls. Literally. Bro, you don't understand, man. My favorite sports are baseball and what most of the world calls football, but Americans call soccer. When Americans say football, they're referring to a completely different sport. It makes no sense, but oh well. Okay, so I need more diamonds, right? Yeah. I'm gonna dig down here anymore. I need some diamonds. Some diamantes. Here comes the relaxing chanting music, yes. Boycott the World Cup. Why are we boycotting the World Cup? I can't think of a reason to boycott the World Cup. I'm gonna fight against the World Cup, personally. Where? Go. This is not where my diamonds are. My diamonds are somewhere else at the moment. What am I doing? Also, maybe I should just use iron. I don't know. I'll think about it when I go find my diamonds are right here. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I am dumber than a box of stinking rock, dude. I am dumber than somebody who's like really dumb and drank dumb juice for breakfast and went to the doctor and had an injection of more dumbness just injected straight into his veins and then got treated with like dumb radiation for several hours before being treated with dumb medicine that makes him dumber, and then took a pill that just makes you really dumb, and I don't know what I'm saying. And then read a book about how to be more dumb and became even dumber, and then rotted his brain for 48 hours straight with TikTok videos, and then he was really dumb. I'm dumber than that guy. Okay, that's where I'm at in life right now. I forget where my sticks go. I guess they go over here. I don't know. I have all this crap in my inventory that I don't really need here. I'll take these 2 barrels. Come back, barrels. Put that right there. My brain feels a little fuzzy this morning. I don't know why. I think I need to do my... This thing I do, it's called strong sitting. Something I learned as a kid. In therapy. And what you do... Okay, wool goes here. Okay, I figured it out. I figured out how to do things, guys. I don't think I'll need much. Here, I'll take some bread out. Why not? I mean, I'm going to Paradise. I'm not gonna. I'll need this. I'll keep it just in case I go someplace else that I might need it. Should I bring some more torches? Or just make some more torches, I mean. Yeah, I'll make some more torches real quick. I don't even need the... I always turn to the crafting table like I need it. I don't need it. Yeah, torches, go here. Yeah. No, I don't want to put those away. I want to put that... There we go. Sorry, the dumbness was processing, okay? The World Cup. Yes, the World Cup is soccer, so I mean... I'm disappointed in you. I'm sorry. I don't know what to think of you anymore. Okay, I take... Remember the dumbness? Like the massive dumbness that I was experiencing moments ago? I now take that crown of great and mighty dumbness, and I pass it on to you, my friend. For thou hast momentarily surpassed mine own dumbness. And I am in awe. In awe. Alright, down here. There has been a snowman down here. That's cool. Alright, Steal, I'm a failure. It's okay. No, it's just being dramatic. You're fine. You're fine. Alright, let's see what music we can turn on right now. My brain is so fuzzy right now. I don't know why. Ooh, some metal. Guys, want to have some metal while we dig? Turn it down like really low. Because in a moment it's going to get loud. There we go. I don't know, that's too much for what we got going on here. Yeah, let's try this one. Oh, you want metal? Okay, fine. No, we're not playing in Shine, sorry. Fine, I'll turn on the metal. But we're not playing whatever you're talking about there. Put some girls playing softball in the background? What? What? There's some Rob Zombie. No, we're not playing Rob Zombie. This is what we're playing. Let me check the audio levels. Yeah, that works. Alright. Hey guys, today we're digging. Gonna steal cat stream? No way. Chinese the goat, dude. At least listen to it outside of the stream. I don't really know who in China is or what they're about. I'm pretty picky with metal. I don't listen to any of the... I only listen to like orthodox metal. That's pretty much all I listen to in terms of metal. That and like metal covers of like video game music. Like that's fun sometimes too. There's a bird outside my window that I swear sounds like a rusty old swing. Yes, you sent me and Shine on Discord. I'm so sorry. Intergalactic death metal. Intergalactic. Okay. Metal is one of those genres that's just like... I think it had... The number of subgenres it has. And how specific the subgenres get. Just like, I'm pretty sure it's just autism music in disguise. Okay? Makes you feel insignificant when you listen to it. That's the best way to describe it. Okay, fair enough. You know, kind of like it's like the metal equivalent of like watching a documentary about how big the universe is and being like, holy crap, I am a very small creature. Alright, we're listening to heavy metal, orthodox metal, while digging. Very intense digging right now. So, today actually, okay, I remembered to write down, like, stuff to talk about during the stream, and part of that is because I fixed my desk situation. So for several like months now, my desk has been a mess. I've had like 2 piles of paper on the, like, one was on top of the printer, one was in front of the printer. It's like mail and other random crap. And then like a pile of junk to my right. And I got this little thing. It was like 50 bucks on Amazon. Way too expensive for what it is, and especially its build quality, but it's useful. It's useful. I'm not going to say it's like a bad item. It's useful for what it is. It's just 50 bucks is a bit much for it, but like, what are you going to do these days? Yeah, so I got this thing on Amazon. I built it, and it's just this little thing. It's like, it's not very tall. Slightly taller than my desk. But it's a little paper organizer thing, and it's got like a drawer, and it's got a basket at the bottom, and I was able to use it to actually organize my desk, and I threw a bunch of stuff away, like, or shredded a bunch of stuff too. That really helped. So now my desk is nice and neat, and I actually found my notebook where I wrote down my ideas of like what to talk about during a stream if I ever run out of stuff to say. The double-decker desk was amazing. That was so based. But I'm married now. Okay, I'm not a bachelor anymore. I can't do stuff like that. I totally would. I was going to. I was like prepared to. I was ready to set it up, and she was like, no. But that was freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. The double-decker desk was cool. For those wondering what I'm talking about, so my desk, quote-unquote, is actually just a white folding table. So what I did while I was living at my parents' house, just to save space, because I was basically living in this in a bedroom, basically, like my life was in a bedroom. Obviously, like, I still had, I could use my parents' kitchen and all that, whatever. But my personal life was in this one bedroom. Okay, so I got really clever with my space-saving measures, and I actually just set an identical, because we had 2 of them. So I set an identical white folding table on top of this folding table. I put my TV up on top of the second one. So I had like a double-decker desk. It was amazing. Still waiting for the Steam frame. Want to play Half-Life Alyx. When you get married, cool things go away. Noted. No, that's not quite true. Cool things just have to be approved by a committee known as your wife. Sometimes she approves, sometimes she doesn't. And sometimes you just have to negotiate, like, Sometimes you have to, you have to choose your battles, Some cool things are like, no, I'm doing this. Like, you can't talk me out of it. And some cool things are like, you know what? I think I choose peace. I think I choose peace over insisting on whatever this cool thing is. Yeah. Method says, if my wife said no, I would divorce her on the spot. Nothing can take away my double-decker desk. My wife said it was her or the double-decker desk, and I chose the desk. Says I never choose peace. Never. That's alright. Yeah, we've been married for a while, and we've been married for July, August, September, October. A few months. I feel like I'm counting wrong. 7 months. Well, like 7.5, like almost 8 months. Yeah, actually closer to 8 months at this point. Yeah. Your mom wonders why you're single? Yeah. It's really dark in here. At least it feels really dark. And that's because the sun is in the window behind me. Very bright. Fabian says the double-decker desk is the most man thing ever. Yes, it truly is. It's just proof Steelcat is a noob. Listen, if I was... There's... These days it's not easy to accomplish this, but like... I'm the kind of person who would totally live in a van down by the river. Okay? If I could, like, find a way to do it. But part of the problem is, like, number one, like... I think just my ADHD makes that difficult. Because having everything in one room, having your entire life in one room, is like a curse if you have ADHD. No, I actually, a few years ago, I got rid of a lot of my, like, I got rid of all my VHS tapes and put all my DVDs in a thing to save space, and like a binder for DVDs to save space. Got rid of a lot of my physical games and stuff. And I did it because, like, oh, I can just have it all, you know, digitally, you know, it all saves space and everything. What I've discovered since then is, like, that doesn't really work. That does not make me feel less cluttered. In fact, it kind of had the opposite effect. Because, again, it's having everything in one place rather than spread out and compartmentalized. That kind of... It's kind of a curse if you got ADHD like I do. It really did not help. It was a bad idea. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. Like, oh, I'm going to save so much space. My place isn't going to be cluttered anymore. But the reality was a little bit different. The clutter just got compacted. It didn't go away. You know. It just became less physical and more mental and digital. This proves Steelcat is a noob. Yes, I am a noob. I know. I'm aware. Disrespected it. Black motherfucker. I'm trying to bully Steelcat for a stream challenge. Impossible. Yeah. Even if I had a partner, that would be 99% not a gamer. It's impossible to find someone like that where I live. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, my wife isn't really a gamer. There's a lot of gaming YouTubers whose spouses are not really gamers. Went to this guy I watch called Retrobird. He just makes videos about retro games. Yeah, he said in a recent video, like, his wife is not really into gaming, but it's not really, you know, they still make it work. It's no problem. She's just not a gamer. Well, I mean, it wasn't really heavy. It was just one table on top of another table. Two identical tables stacked on top of each other. So it's not exactly a heavy desk. It's not like it's all one piece. And both the tables aren't really heavy. I can lift either table by myself, you know. But yeah, but as it stands, my desk situation is much nicer now. It feels much better. Not nearly much crap everywhere. And I've got like a way to organize my papers now, or some of the papers anyway. It doesn't solve all the paper problems that I have in life. It alleviated the problem a little bit. But like there's lots of papers I've kept. So let me just describe. Like, this is like behind the scenes with Steelcat. Okay, this is like you're about to get an exclusive look into the life and the mind of the Steelcat. Okay, so I have, number one, to my knowledge, I've kept every single birthday or Christmas or other kind of card I've ever received in my life. Like since like the age, since I was younger than 10 when I started doing this. I've kept all of them that I've, and they're just they're on my bookshelf right now, and it's kind of a mess. There's not really a good way to organize them. I've also kept, like, anytime I travel somewhere, anytime I stay in a hotel, anytime I visit another town for any reason, whether it's in-state, out-of-state, whatever, I always get like pamphlets or maps, and I've kept those, especially the maps. Anything that has a map in it, I've kept those over the years, so I have a lot of those that I've held on to. And again, all that is just like shoved on the bookshelf right now. A lot of it sat in a box for a long time, and I've been looking for something to organize it all in some sensible fashion. It would take a piece of furniture. It would take a piece of furniture that had like very high versatility for handling different sizes and shapes of paper. That's what it would have to be, and I haven't found anything like that exists. Most of the stuff you find is like, oh, this one sorts 8.5 by 11 documents, and this one sorts construction paper, you know, and this one sorts whatever. But I've yet to find something that's like, oh, you have like random papers and notes and letters of all different sizes, and you want to store them. Boy, have I got a solution for you. Yeah, I have not found that. I don't even know if it exists. Yep, not that. That. Excuse me. You, go in there. Again, go in there. Why was it refusing to go in there? That was weird. Anyway. Okay, let's see. I can put that in there. I guess I can put some of this in here. Or something. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. I got flint over here. Hold on. Cool. Hey, let me try to read chat here. It wasn't heavy. It was jank zone type stuff. That's true. Yeah. It was jank zone. It was cool, but it was kind of jank. Something interesting you could look up to. Adventure Plus by Gang. Oh yeah. I do want to play. Like, I have, mostly mentally at this point, but I think I've written down a few things. A long list of Minecraft mods that I would like to play at some point. And I don't know if it's ever going to happen, really. It's just a matter of having time, and having time is not an easy thing these days. There's all kinds of old school mods I'd like to check out. Oh, if only. It's the hard life of an aspiring YouTuber. Wishing I had infinite time to do all this stuff. Yeah, I've seen screenshots of Adventure Plus, and it does look pretty cool. Let me take a sip of water. It's been a minute. Beautiful. It's nice weather out right now. Here in Alabama. It's getting really nice. It is completely and totally spring at this point in Alabama. No doubt about it. Some people around here are like, oh, this is just fool's spring. And like, in a certain sense, that's true. Yeah, it gets cold on, you know, for a couple of days. But like, who cares? Adventure Plus has terrain that's too extreme, in your opinion. It's like forced amplified. Not a fan of amplified. Okay. Amplified terrain looks cool, but it can be difficult to actually play with. Like in survival mode, you know. Last snapshot had no terrain options. Alright, we've been digging for a while. Let's go see how we're doing. Bum ba dum ba dum. Alright. Bum bum. Yeah, I can dig more. I'll probably dig until I'm done with these emerald pickaxes. Haven't looked at the surface in a minute. Let's go see how the snowmen have been doing. Let's go see how these fellows are. Yeah, it's pretty snowy for the most part. There's still a lot of places that have no snow. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's just not gonna work. I can't get enough pumpkins and enough snow to make it actually work. I'm afraid this experiment is a dud. It could have worked, but I would have to have just a ludicrous amount of snow, and mainly the pumpkins. The pumpkins are the bottleneck here. I would have had to have a ludicrous amount of pumpkins to make it really work. I just don't think it's really gonna work. Oh man. My back's been hurting again lately. I've been losing weight, though. I'm starting to wonder if those two things are related. It's kind of how it happened last time. But I'm down 6 pounds. I'm trying to lose 30 pounds this year, and so far I've lost 6. So, mathematically speaking, I'm on track. In theory. As long as I don't overdo it at any point. Basically. Should be okay. I decided not to get the, or at least not anytime soon, to get the Ambernick RG476H gamer device. Well, it says I'm maintaining a steady weight of kilos. Kilos? What are kilos, man? How many eagles per cheeseburger is that? I think I'm gonna deepen the query a little bit. I should just Google it, but I don't have my phone on me right now. I'm trying to get away from my phone. I've actually been doing a little better now, but lately than I have been in a long time with my phone. One thing that's helped is I keep my phone in a different room at night. And I try not to use it in the morning. That has been helping a bit. Find myself reaching for it less. Also been trying to read more. Just do more gaming instead of scrolling, you know. So I picked up my Mayu Mini this morning. I've started playing Pokemon Yellow again. Pokemon Yellow is a game that I have this weird relationship with because I have picked it up and tried to play it at least 3 times now. And gotten about like halfway through the game maybe, and then just like took a break from it and then never got back to it. Kind of deal. It's a weird one. I'm slightly overweight too. I'm about Pokemon Red, he says, is the best. I like Pokemon Yellow. I like Pikachu follows you around, you know, and freaking Team Rocket is there. Like Jesse and James, you know, are there. I like the vibes of Pokemon Yellow, you know. The vibes. Yeah, so this is probably my 4th time attempting to play through it. My first time was on... Yeah, my very first time was on just an emulator on my laptop. Not even my current laptop or my old laptop, but I think it was my old laptop. Yeah, it was. It was like my first laptop that I ever owned. Which I no longer have at all. It's just gone. I don't remember if I threw it away or what happened to it, but... Yes, I had an emulator on that thing. It was like a Windows 8 laptop. And kind of the same thing, you know, I got through part of it. Maybe halfway through. And then I gave up at some point or forgot about it or whatever. Got distracted. And then the second time was several years later. I was in Wyoming again. First time I was in Wyoming too, but I was at the Job Corps Center back in like 2015, 2016. Then years later in like 2020, when I bought my first, maybe my second handheld, I bought the Ambernick RG351P, which is like a Game Boy Advance-ish handheld. And so I tried playing Pokemon Yellow on that thing, and again, I got about halfway through. Then I stopped at some point and didn't get back to it. And then, like, a year and a half ago, same thing, same handheld. But it was like, there were like a really slow period at work. So sometimes I just, like, take that out and play it at work. And again, I got, like, I don't know, maybe halfway through, maybe not even quite that much. So this is literally my 4th time just attempting. And the second and third times I discovered fast forwarding. So I'd like fast forward through, you know, just the grindy stuff. Like, oh, I want to level up these Pokemon. It's going to take freaking years. I don't got years, so I'm going to like try to fast forward through it. Now I'm wondering if like that's just not a helpful approach, and I just need to like let it be a slow burn. Like if it takes me like a year and a half to beat Pokemon Yellow, just in like 15-minute increments every now and again, maybe that's fine, you know? Maybe that's the way it needs to be. I don't know. But anyway, Metal Gear. I've never played the Metal Gear games. But yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you heard, but I was talking about a while ago, I was talking about my paper situation. Like, ever since I was like 10 years old, I've kept all the cards and letters I've ever received. Are those two fighting? There are two snowmen fighting, guys. There are two snowmen fighting. This is hilarious. How did this happen? And snowballs don't actually hurt anything, right? So let us sit there and do this forever, in theory. This is hilarious. But yeah, I've kept all those cards and letters, and I've also kept, like I said, a collection of... Anytime I go anywhere, I've kept a collection of, like, pamphlets and maps, especially maps. Anytime I stay in a hotel, or visit another town, or whatever. I've kept all these random maps and stuff. And all of it has sat, like, in boxes or on a bookshelf for a long time. And I really want a way to properly organize it. It would have to be a piece of furniture that's able to organize like random papers of all different shapes and sizes is what it would have to be able to do. And that just doesn't seem to exist. I have been unable to find anything like that. It will fight forever. That's awesome. There's this movie called I Will Fight No More Forever. This is like the exact opposite of that movie. The exact opposite of the ending of that movie, I should say. It's a movie about the Nez Perce chase in Montana and Idaho back in the day. Did you have any $2 bills? No, but I've seen one. My parents had a $2 bill back in the day. I have like a dollar coin, a 50-cent coin. I have an 1895 Indian head penny. That's pretty cool. There's a few coins that I have in my modest collection that I found. Literally, okay, I kid you not. It sounds like totally made up, but I swear it's true. Okay, one day I was at work. Okay, this was back in Wyoming. I was driving a truck. Okay, we stopped at a gas station. Pulled up next to the curb. Okay, I got out of the truck. I did my thing. I don't think I noticed it at first. I think I noticed it when I was getting back into the truck. But on the curb, just sitting on the curb, somebody had taken their own coin collection and just put it there. Like, somebody was like, I don't want these anymore, so I'm just going to leave them on a curb somewhere for somebody to find. And I was the guy who found them. So now I have several random coins. Like, I have this Olympic coin from Russia. From, like, this, I don't know, the 70s or something, 80s. Whenever the Olympics were in Russia, they issued a special coin for it, and I have one of those. A handful of other random coins from other countries. And then I have a couple of coins that were given to me by a friend I had when I went to university briefly in Huntsville. You have a 1921 silver dollar. That's me. I also have a coin from... It's not an Indian... I have the Indian head penny, and then I have another penny that is... let me just... Hold on. It's like right next to me. I can go look at it. Oh, I have some Canadian stuff, too. So I have... Yeah, I have a couple Canadian cents, too. But I have another one from 1940... Another penny from 1948, and it has a different back on it compared to the ones from the later 20th century. So that's kind of neat stuff. But yeah, I would like a piece of furniture that could organize all my randomly sized papers, because most of what I've looked online, and everything is designed for like specific things. Like, this is for organizing letters. This is for organizing documents. This is for organizing construction paper if you're like into arts and craft. But I haven't found anything. This is for organizing literally any paper that you've ever thought of. Ever. All the random crap you have to organize. Behold. This will organize them. I haven't found that. Not yet found that. I don't know if it exists. It sounds cool, but it would have to be a very clever design. Whatever it is. Whatever it would be. Yeah, from the friend I had in university, he had been to like India and a few other places like that. I had some like coins from like Nepal or something. I don't know what it was. I actually don't know where those ones are because they're not with my other coins that I have sitting over here. But anyway, back on the gaming thing, I've decided for now not to get the Ambernick RG476H because I'm trying to save money. But I'm doing something instead. So if I was going to get that, like I said, I've got a device that I use like a Game Boy, and I've got a device that I use like a Game Boy Advance. But I was hoping to have a device because neither of those devices play like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, any of that to my satisfaction. The screens are not quite big enough or high resolution enough to really make it work. But then I remembered, oh, hold on. So I've got two things. There's this thing called Batocera. Okay, Batocera. Batocera. And it's an operating system, Linux-based operating system, that is specifically designed for retro game emulation. And I've been holding on for years. I've been holding on to these two old, small Intel i5 desktop towers, desktop computer systems. They've just been here. Okay, it was from stuff that was being thrown away by a government office that I helped move years ago. I've never really had a use for either of these things. I was like, wait a minute, I could just take one of my flash drives and I could just install Batocera on it, use that as the hard drive for the computer, and voila, I have the same thing. I just hook it up to my TV and it works. Like, why buy hardware to do this when I kind of already have the hardware to do it? And it's probably just as good as the Ambernick RG476H would be. Not as good as certain other things, but those other things would be even more expensive. And so, I've over the course of the past week, I have installed all that, got it all up and running, and it's working. It's working great. I've installed like a bunch of Super Nintendo N64 on it. I'm still working on like building the library and then organizing it, because I have to organize it in such a way, like, okay, what do I actually see myself playing anytime soon? Prioritize that, and then like put all the other crap, like the endless amounts of games that you could play on this thing, on the back burner. I gotta do that, because otherwise it's just decision paralysis. Like, you're never actually gonna play anything. You're just gonna sit there and be like, oh, I wonder what I should play, and then you'll dabble with something for 5 minutes and be like, oh, maybe I should play something else. That's dumb. In 2020, you bought the RG353PS. Love GBA, still playing OG Advanced. Is that the one that looks like a GBA? I think is that the one that's actually shaped like like the original GBA? And all these things are too expensive now, thanks to tariffs. We made it. Let's see. We made it. Where are we on the stream, guys? Hold on. Let me look at the time. Look at the time. What's it say? We made it approximately an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes, I guess, into the stream before we mentioned the Trumpet Man. Okay. Here we are mentioning the Trumpet Man and his stupid tariffs. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. Now that we've complained about the tariffs for 2 seconds. Oh, yours looks like the SNES controller. Okay. Yeah, I saw that one too. That's another one that looks kind of neat. See, I actually have several SNES controllers that can. Well, one is it's weird. One is a SNES controller that's designed to fit on a Nintendo's modern Nintendo system. I think it's the SNES Mini controller. And then one is, or the other two are the Circa brand controllers, which are designed to replace original SNES controllers. They're actually pretty good. But I've got those. I've got adapters for those to hook them up by USB. Then I also have a, what's the brand? It's sitting right over here. Retro Fighters controller that is shaped like a standard modern controller, but has the N64 button layout. That's pretty cool. And I'm considering, I saw hiding in a dark corner of a thrift store recently, I saw some GameCube controllers that are just sitting around, so I'm thinking, oh, I might actually grab one of those, because that's like the cheapest way to get a GameCube controller is from a thrift store. It's even cheaper than a pawn shop. And I know exactly where they are, and they're kind of hidden behind another piece of furniture, so like hardly anybody is probably seeing them. So I would just need to get an adapter for that. Then I could have a GameCube controller for this thing, and I could sit there and play Super Mario Sunshine and experience the rage that other people have described to me about the blue coins that everybody hates. And I could know for myself how horrible it is to do the blue coins and to do the thing with the mirror and the watermelon. Everybody hates that one too. Super Mario Sunshine is probably the game with the most little elements that people are just, they hate because it made them mad. But I haven't experienced a lot of that firsthand because I haven't played Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, I played a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine at a friend's house once, and what's weird is I don't remember who this friend was. I just remember we used to go to their house, sometimes in the summer, sometimes at like Thanksgiving, and then one day we just stopped going, and I don't know why. I don't know if like my parents had a falling out with these people or something. I don't know. But yeah, I remember they had the GameCube, and we played like Mario Party and Sunshine and all that stuff. There was a USB Sega Genesis controller for the Sega Genesis mini console, but a separate controller is expensive. Yeah, the only Mario game I played was Mario Kart Wii. For real? That's it? It's the only Mario game you played? There's some good Mario games, man. There's some really good Mario games out there. Yeah, besides that, let's see, where is the music audible? Barely. Let's turn it up. Yeah, that'll do. Oop, bring up the chat. There we go. Okay, we're back. But I like emulation, especially as an adult. Like, the older I get, the more I like it. Mainly because of the ability to use, like, save states, which is totally cheating, but at the same time, I am not a child. I don't have just oogles of time to master any game that I can't talk right now. I don't have infinite time anymore. Okay. When you're a child, you have like infinite time. If you can sit there and you can play, you can level up your Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow for like 18 hours a day if you want to. Not really, but you know, that's what it seems like. You're basically born with especially if you're born in a privileged society. Okay. I forgot that was a thing for a second. I always forget like the most basic stuff. Born in a privileged society like I was, you know. Yes. I was born of finer cloth, you know. Anywho, you're basically born with infinite time hacks, okay? And you have time to sit there and master every jump in like Banjo-Kazooie. Like, dude, Banjo-Kazooie, okay. If you want to 100% that game, every single level, you don't just have to collect all the notes. You have to collect all the notes in one sitting without dying. Because if you die, your note count just resets and you have to collect all the notes again. Every single one, 0 deaths. Okay, well once you've done it once, you've got it. You've got the jiggy for collecting all the notes. Good for you. But yeah, and there are some levels in which that is just infuriating. And if you're a kid, like, yeah, you're going to be annoyed, but you're also going to have the time to sit there and master it. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to play this level, you know, like 27 times until I get it right and get every single note. But as an adult, you just don't have that kind of time. You'll never finish the game. But then another part of me wonders, okay, and this is what we're about to get philosophical, okay, right? Stuttgart's about to get philosophical again. That's never happened. All right, part of me wonders if, like, maybe that's part of the point. Like, maybe I should just be okay with that. Maybe I should just be okay, like, okay, I'm not going to play all the games I ever wanted to play in life. Like, obviously, we have limited time in this life, okay? This life ends eventually, okay? We have limited time, so we're not going to play every game we could possibly play. We're not going to do everything we could possibly do. Obviously. So maybe in some weird way, it's worth it to sit there and, like, you know, with whatever little free time I have, master every stupid little jump in a Banjo-Kazooie level. And that be one of, like, 5 total games I play for the rest of my entire life, because that's all I have time for. To actually play them, you know, at normal speed. No save states, no nothing. And maybe that's just something I need to be okay with. Instead of like cheating the system using save states and fast forwarding for all the grinding in RPGs, you know. I don't know. Then again, part of the reason that games were like that back in the day, like especially the grind-heavy RPGs, was a lot of the money came from game rentals back then. And so if they could make it difficult to master, and if it was an RPG that could make you have to grind a lot, then you'd have to rent it more. And so some of that is just artificial. It's like, it's not necessarily intrinsic to the way the game needs to be designed. It's like, it's literally capitalism at work, I guess. Hooray, we found something new to be cynical about. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Shrooms. I have snow. Ugh. Bring out a room. You know, I don't need this rotten flesh. This stuff is useless. Okay, and I'm out of room to store any. me see what people are saying. I played Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, and 64. Those are good games. Super Mario Bros. 3 is my favorite. All-time favorite game. The hell of it. Oh, you played the GBA version, okay. Which is based on the SNES remake. And I do like those SNES remakes of the original Mario Bros. Trilogy. They have, say it with me now, vibes. Yeah, I like the vibes of those ones, you know. That's where all the spiders are coming from. They just keep crawling through here. Shovel Knight. Yeah, Shovel Knight. I've heard good things about it. I don't have the time anymore to 100% games either. It's sad, yeah. Used to 100% games before, now I play them casually. Yeah, you were a completionist before. Be right back, gotta clean the entire house because I won't be home tomorrow. Oh, man. See you, Method. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, it all comes down to the same fundamental problem. Is that we only have so much time. I'm gonna eat some more now, continue my unskinify project. Nice. Enjoy. Did I collect the things? No, my inventory is full again. This is miserable. I need more storage again. Look at this. I need more barrels. I can go get more barrels, but I don't want to get more barrels. But I have to get more barrels. I don't really have a choice, do I? Alright, let's put my fast boots on and go get more barrels. Yeah, it's the thing of time, you know. It's one of the hardest things to accept in life is that time here is limited. We don't get all the time we want. We don't even get all the time we need. Well, it depends on what you mean by need, but you know. Gravel, beautiful. Look at all that. Glorious. Alright, can I have some more? Oh, I have snow blocks? That's cool. There's a mourning dove outside my window right now. That's a beautiful sound. I love that sound. Alright, barrels. How do I make barrels? The same way I made them last time, right? All I have to do is remember how this game works. Almost editing the nightmare. Beautiful. You can do it. I believe in you and stuff. Barrels. And there's zombies outside my house right now. Alright, let's go back to Paradiso. But all that being said, all that was really spawned from me trying to describe my Betacraft setup. I'm going to download some Genesis stuff. Again, I'm trying to do it as cheaply as possible. I'm trying not to spend any money on this project. Which is why I've just used stuff I already happen to have. Just haven't been using. I'm using controllers I already have. If I can play GameCube, Yeah, I'll probably get that GameCube controller from the if GameCube runs well enough on it. I think it will. Anything above GameCube probably isn't going to do great on this build. It's an i5, and it might even be an older i5 too. So, but GameCube will probably run on it just fine. Not upscaled or anything, but it'll probably run just fine. And you can play Steam on this kind of stuff too, like Battlesera. You can play Steam games on it. I don't expect to be able to play anything major in that regard, but you know. And then, yeah, if I got that GameCube controller, I would just need to get an adapter for it. That's about it. And then the philosophical side of me comes out again and wonders, and I wonder if I'd be better off just accepting my limitations even more. Not only not using save states or fast forwarding, but like just only playing games that I'm able to buy real copies of. Which would be fine if we didn't have the kind of retro gaming market where it's like, oh, you want to buy this retro game, this particular one, and for some reason it's like $900. Maybe not literally, but you know, some of these games are just like way overpriced. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I need in life. That's what I had back in the day. I had like physical games, you know, for a while. I was actually had a small collection of physical Super Nintendo games. Like I said many times, I regretted getting rid of those. Didn't really help the clutter situation. It just moved the clutter into the digital world and into my mind instead of out in the physical world. But I don't know. It's like there's really no good answer there to any of those. Like nothing you can do physically. Like whether you sit here and try to buy all these games, or you set up yourself a system, whether you use the fast forwards and the save states, or you don't. Like neither answer really solves the problem, I think. And what is the problem? I don't even know. Again, my brain's a little fuzzy this morning, so my thoughts aren't as clear as they sometimes are. I don't know why my brain is fuzzy this morning, it just is. Oh, this is a nice quarry at this point. It really looks like a quarry now. Well, sort of. If this is what a quarry looks like, then it looks like one. I don't really know what a quarry actually looks like. There's one somewhat nearby that I've seen. Like real quarries, they just dig a big hole in the ground. Like I don't think they necessarily do this. I mean, some of them do dig into the side of a hill. I've seen that too. But... Okay, so I got more barrels now. That's good. More barrels. I'm kind of tired of digging. What do I want to do? We only have a little bit of time left. Probably another 45 minutes at most, and then it's sayonara to winter in the Indev Plus worlds. Let's go up and see how our friends, the snowmen, are doing. Let's see if they've managed to turn this place into a winter wonderland yet. Oh, a fox. And a snowman. Where did those two snowmen that were fighting even go? I think they like wandered into a cave somewhere. Probably still down there, still throwing snowballs. it's pretty snowy. There's definitely still some very large sections that are not snowy. But there's some places, some angles you look at, it's like, yeah, this is a winter wonderland. But it's spring in Alabama. Next month it'll be spring in Indev Plus. And as far as my home state of Wyoming goes, it'll be spring in like April, May. It takes about 2 more months. Like Alabama starts getting flowers and stuff about 2 months before Wyoming does. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep collecting cobble because we are going to use the cobble. In the spring, we're going to go back to the main world, and we're going to continue working on the lake/river project. I think we decided the river needs to be more wide. I forget if I already widened it or not. But at any rate, we're going to continue working on that. Continue placing mostly dirt, but also some cobble is going to be involved, I think. I'm probably going to be digging dirt as well in future streams. I feel like it's easier to get dirt in like my alpha recrafted world, because the way I mine there is different. Here I just go to the caves and I wander around, but when you strip mine, you run into big patches of dirt, and then once you're done, later on you can come back to your strip mine and find those big patches of dirt and just mine them out. Whereas here it can be just a little bit different to find dirt. I mean, it's there, obviously, but you're not going to run into as many patches as you do while strip mining. So yeah, what is the answer? What is the answer when it comes to time? When it comes to time. And not... I've been getting back... I mentioned it like way back in the stream earlier. Let me get back to that. I started doing my strong sitting again and my stretches and stuff. And that really helps me a lot. Strong sitting, if you're wondering, basically what you do is you sit like cross-legged and you look at a wall and you don't move for like 15 minutes. That's what I do. 15 minutes is like the perfect amount of time for me. Some people call it wall staring, although that's not quite the same thing. Because that implies that you need to stay awake and stare at the wall. Strong sitting, you can close your eyes if you want to, and I usually do. I prefer to do it in relative quiet. I'll have some like relaxing music that I play. It's kind of like a meditative thing almost. Except you're not trying to control your thoughts. You're just controlling your body, not moving. Not, you know, if you have an itch, you don't itch. Don't scratch it. It really does help my mind a lot. Maybe the answer is just acceptance. It's like, whether you want to play with emulators or do whatever. Just like accept your limitations and don't fight against them, you know? Which I think I'm somewhat doing with the setting up Bad Sarah. You know, I'm accepting that I don't have the money to buy the toy that I want right now. Okay, cool, fine. I'll just work with what I have and tinker with it and make things work, and it'll be fine. And just live life that way. Maybe that's it. Just kind of accepting the way things are. I don't know if that's like a stoic thing or what, but Enjoying this mod so far. This is a good mod, but it's not a mod pack. It's just a mod. Yeah, it's pretty good. Welcome, Tryhorse, to the stream. And it's kind of like, I'm doing the same thing in Alpha Recrafted, you know? Accepting your limitations. I am not gonna go into the... I'm not gonna dupe, you know? The stuff I'm trying to do in Alpha Recrafted requires a lot of resources. And it'd be a lot easier if I could just dupe diamonds and just have all the diamond tools I could ever want to make my life so much easier, but I'm not gonna do it. Why? Because... I just want to play the game according to its rules, you know? Kind of slow down a little bit. Like, that's the thing with time. It's like, we have limited time. And because we have limited time, the temptation is to try to rush through life. And try to hurry up and do as much as we possibly can. Because tomorrow we die, you know? But maybe the answer is to not do that. To intentionally not do that. To intentionally just take it easy. Chill out. Slow down. Why is shift clicking like not working half the time? What? Oh wait, well, hold on. Shift click. Method, there's a bug. Method, there's a bug. There's a bug. There's a bug. I need you to fix the bug right now, Method. Oh my gosh. Method, there's a bug. Okay. Bug report, fellas. If you're trying to shift click stuff into a barrel, and that stuff happens to be in your hotbar, it doesn't work until you try to demonstrate that it doesn't work, and then it magically works. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. All right. Amazing. Okay. Yes, I have played Infdev Plus before. I even tried Classic Plus one time. It was fine. It wasn't the greatest thing on earth. It's Classic Plus, okay? It's not a masterpiece or anything, but it was fine. Now we're gonna put these on. And we're just gonna grab all these barrels and we're gonna go home. I think I might end the stream kind of early today. Chat seems to be dying down. My wife and I are gonna go take a walk today. It's the plan anyway. Because it's a nice day. Some of the trees are starting to flower. Just a few of them. Similar to Alabama autumn, Alabama spring is very drawn out and slow. There's like no point where it's just like, wow, it is totally this one season now. It's just a very slow, dragged out thing. But anywho, for those who are watching, we're gonna say goodbye to the wannabe Winter Wonderland and all the snowmen whose lives we wasted here. Most of them are probably stuck in caves right now. And yeah, we're just gonna say goodbye to this place. It's gonna be spring very soon. Goodbye. Winter paradise that never was. Goodbye. Yee. Alright, go home. Alrighty. Yes, we're gonna say goodbye to winter. Deedably. So put these no, I don't want that barrel to go there. Nope. This one can just go there. That works. These other barrels just have random crap in them. Wait. I did it again. Look. Sometimes I'll shift click out of the hotbar and it just doesn't go where it's supposed to go. It's so weird. But then other times it does. See, look, there it is again. Shift clicking. I was shift clicking and it didn't go. But sometimes it does. It's inconsistent. So there's something funky there. Yeah, it'll be getting warmer before you know it. March is coming, and March isn't necessarily where you're at. The March isn't really the end of winter, but it is the beginning of a gentler time of year at the very least. Although where I'm from, that's when we tend to get blizzards. When we get our worst blizzards is March and April. Okay, yeah, let's just set this down. Let's cook all this, shall we? Beautiful. What else do we got? Just all this other crap. Wait, have I been putting arrows there or there? There we go. Okay, that's more like it. March is going to us. Could it be winter storm or 80 degrees? Oh, March. Okay. Lighter. I have 2 lighters. What? How do I have 2 lighters? I always keep ending up with these 2 stinking lighters. Like, I tried to not end up with them, and it keeps happening. Oh, well, whatever. This barrel has some snow in it. I'll take the snow out. I'll probably just leave the music in the barrel, because I don't know what else to do with this music. There we go. Music in a barrel. Okay. Snow. Alright, cool. Okay, this barrel has more cobble. There it goes again, another shift click that didn't work. It's so weird. So weird, so random too. It's inconsistent. Anywho, barrel. I have more barrels, I'll put them in here. And that is gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for sunrise, and then we're gonna end the stream on a beautiful, magical day. Yay. For now, we're just gonna, like, hang out. I'm gonna sleep a little bit. Hi, everybody. Should, like, take my armor off if I'm gonna sleep. It's kind of uncomfortable to sleep with. Take this off, too. I don't want to sleep with all that crap. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Oh, so much more comfortable. Oh, you have no idea. Feels so much better. I have a pot, but there's, like, no plant in it. What? Hold on. Well, why is there no... Why do I have this pot with no plant? Hold on. Can I put a plant in that? And second of all, did I have a plant at some point in the past and it just, like, disappeared? What plant do I want to put in there? Alright, there we go. I could put a flower in there, or ooh, a glow shroom. That could be fun. Look at that. Yeah. There we go. How about... See, look, the shift clicking didn't work again. Urgh. So annoying. Fix your game. Ooh, yeah, how about a nice yellow dandelion since it's gonna be spring? Yeah. Boom, look at that. Yeah, look at that super duper cheerful yellow dandelion. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay. I'll move stuff over from the other world next stream. I don't feel like doing it right now. It is just pitch darkness out there. It's just so depressing. Flower. Yes, flower. Oh, so this is still like the autumn painting. Like, it doesn't really make sense to have an autumn painting here anymore. See you, Steve. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna change this painting to like a spring painting. Okay, here we go. It's gotta be the 1x2 paintings. Okay. Let's see, that's a winter painting. That's what it should have been for the past few months, but I never did it. Alright, see you, soybean. Have a good one. That's kind of summery, that's kind of fall. That's kind of springish. Harmony. Sure, I'll do that. Select. There we go. Alright. That's my spring painting. It's called Harmony. Alright, beautiful. I think with that, yep, since people gotta go anyway, I am gonna end this stream, my dudes. So, thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching it live or after the fact. There's a big brown spider right behind me. If you enjoyed this stream, I hope you hit that like button, or maybe even that subscribe button. That'd be pretty darn cool, if you ask me. And if you really like what I do here, there is a Patreon link in the description if you want to take a look at that. If you at your discretion, if you feel like it. But if not, I mean, either way, my dudes. I'll see you next time with some more old school Minecraft goodness and whatnot. It's a block game, something or other. It'll be great. This has been Steelcat. Spring is coming. Sunrise is coming too. And I'm out.